This is the step of preparing the ground for cultivation. This is where the dancer's hands make robust slashing movements which notes the felling of trees and clearing of thick jungle vegetation. This step is the act of sowing seeds. The choicest and well-preserved parts of the grain are sprinkled over a small but carefully prepared ground. This is nurtured into a nursery of patty saplings. This step is the reproduction of a traditional game called Saute Camarero. This game is indulged in during the brief respite when the villagers now wait for the seeds to germinate and produce saplings. This step or movement depicts the act of manually grinding grain, removing the hull from the patty to extract the eatable kernel, which is rice. This is the period when the villagers stock up their food reserves in anticipation of the hectic cultivation season that is to follow. This step is the act of tilling the soil. The stretch selected for cultivation has to be thoroughly tilled and plowed. This process not only makes the transplantation of the patty saplings easier, but enhances the yield as well. This is the step of transplantation. The patty seedlings are now uprooted from the nursery and carefully transplanted onto the well-prepared fields, followed by the step of weeding. The process of weeding removes unwanted and invasive plant species. This allows the fledgling patty plants to thrive in a nutrient-rich field. This movement is a depiction of the villagers dancing and having a good time during the short gap between transplantation and the impending harvest. As it takes a few months for the transplanted patty to mature, this short lull gives the villagers enough time to engage in merrymaking. With the fields now ripe for harvest, this step shows sickle-wielding cultivators harvesting the patty, while the males thresh the patty stalks with their legs. The female counterparts carefully sift through the jumbled pile with their hands and separates the husk from the grain. As the cultivation season draws to a close, the village youth once again gather in the dormitory where they, usually women, start working on the spinning wheel, locally known as daren, to produce yarn from cotton. In this leisurely atmosphere, the dancers now break into a song to celebrate the end of another cruelly yet eventful year. A particular mention may be made about the headgear worn by the menfolk. Affixed upright to the headband of each man are intricately woven diamond-shaped insignias called malongwe. Legend has it that a number of insignias on each man's headgear is an explicit acknowledgement of the number of women he had courted. this is the final act. Faint singing could be heard in this part, but it does not represent revelry or merrymaking. It is rather a solemn act of paying respect to the Creator and to the land for its bounty. It is a song for an even richer bounty in the coming year, an earnest wish for happiness, peace and prosperity. For one final time, the dancers paired up with their respective partners and then bunched themselves into a huddle. For the year, this is the last time together in the village dormitory before they head for their respective homes. The melody of the ancient tunes still rend the ear as the dancers exit to sing. The importance of folk dance or any other traditional practice can never be understated or ignored. It is perhaps our most significant historical source through which the life and times of our fathers can be recreated, realizing the importance of reviving and propagating what has now alarmingly become a vanishing art. The Taluri Samgit Club is actively striving to preserve and promote our folk dance by encouraging schools in the village to introduce these as one of their primary extracurricular activities. We also extend our appeal to all other local bodies and institutions to give due importance to this priceless cultural asset. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.